Now if you go on BrainTree website, they have the JavaScript version to set up on your client, and if you go here, they have the code for div and button. What I have done is I have already written that code and I have added that in our attachments. So if we go to the attachments for section 20, we have the UI for BrainTree. Let me copy this and let me go back and paste it right here. If you see here on the top, we just have an alert which looks for temp data success and displays that. Then we have an actual form with multiple divs. We have an heading here that just displays some text, and we have a section where we have an ID of BT drop in, and this is what we'll be using to drop our BrainTree portal. Then we need a hidden field for the payment method nonce, and this will have the actual token that we'll receive from BrainTree like we did with Stripe. Then we just have a button for test transactions. Once you add this, let's run our application and take a look at what we see. We will go to our BrainTree here. And great, we see our test page. We need to add a BrainTree pop-up right here before the test transaction. So in order to do that, let me switch back. And then if we go to our attachments again, we have the JavaScript for BrainTree JS. We'll copy this and we'll paste it inside a section for scripts. So we'll add a section for scripts and we'll paste the code in there. What we are doing here is, if you see, we are adding a variable client token and we are adding that from viewback.clientToken. That is what we passed right here. So we'll get that token, then we'll select our form, and form is payment form, and that is exactly what we have in the ID. Once you get that form, we will add the BrainTree drop-in. So we'll have .create, in which we have authorization, container is BT drop-in, and that, if you see, that is the exact name of the div with the ID. Then we'll have PayPal Flow Vault, and this we will add because we want to add PayPal options with our BrainTree. That being said, we have a function here. What it will do is, once that call is done, it will add an event listener to the submit. And once an event is submitted, it will go ahead and do the transaction and pass the data to BrainTree, and it will return a payload in which we have payload.nonce, and this is the token that we received from BrainTree. After all of that is done, the form is submitted, and once the form is submitted, it goes to our post action method, which we will create in the next video. That being said, if you just save all of this and if you go back to the application and refresh, you will see a payment box right here. Great, you can see that is loading, and right here we have an option to pay by card or choose another way, PayPal, and there is an error because we have not configured PayPal yet. Let's take a look at that in the next video.